Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a Shrimpy Miggy channel. My name is Helen and you all are so very welcome. It's been a little bit of a while because it's been kind of a quiet week in Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello news. So if you're watching this in the future, welcome future you. What's going on right now is that Shawn is on tour in Asia and Camila is sort of at home in the US as far as I can tell, although I'm probably wrong. What usually happens is I make a video and then a couple hours later some news goes down on Twitter and then people let me know in my comments that I'm wrong and XYZ just happened. So hopefully that doesn't happen, or maybe it will. Actually, hopefully it does happen, then I'll have more stuff to tape about for you guys. But right now things have been a little bit quiet. So I just thought I would talk about some other news, and I just had some random thoughts that I thought I would cobble together here and make this video for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. What do we know that's happening in the news though that has not got to do with Shawn Mendes or Camila Cabello? And that is that Shawn Mendes' ex, and I know some of you will take issue, you super fans will take issue with this, but his ex, Hailey Bieber now, had a wedding with Justin Bieber. And I say had a wedding is because they're already married. They've been married for a year. They got married in New York City in just like a civil ceremony. And so yesterday, Monday night, they picked a Monday night for a wedding. Monday night they had a wedding in, I believe it's either North or South Carolina, and they had just a kind of what seems like a smaller sized wedding at a really beautiful like seaside venue, and by all accounts it's beautiful, and there's tons of images coming out now like on social media because they had a photo booth there, so of course all the celebrities like the Jenner sisters were there, and on and on and on. A lot of celebrities were there taking pictures of themselves. I think Katy Perry, I believe, was at the wedding as well. There was like a photo booth set up, and so they took tons and tons of pictures, so those are starting to come out. So anyhow, seeing as this is a hair channel, I thought let's just pop in and look at their wedding hair. Why not? When I first saw the rehearsal picture of Justin Bieber walking next to Hailey, I was like, who's Hailey walking with? You know, the picture where she's got the Jimmy Choo shoes with the big bows on the top, and I think she's wearing a bow in her hair. I was like, who's that guy walking so close to her? And it's Justin Bieber. I didn't recognize him because of his outfit. He looked like he was a waiter at the venue or something like that. So yeah, that gave me a chuckle. He's totally clean shaven. Last time I saw him, because I'm not the biggest Justin Bieber fan, as we know on this channel, if you watch some of my older videos. I mean, I don't hate him or anything like that, but I've thrown a few digs in over time. He's usually like not clean shaven. He's so scraggly looking, or at least he has been in the last while, and so he got really clean cut for this, and it looks good on him. I mean, he's totally unrecognizable, but you know, he suits being more clean cut in my opinion, and I'm sure in Hailey's too. She's probably the one who encouraged him to get that look. So here's a picture of them, and I'll just throw up one up for you guys here to have a look as well. So this is on Hailey's Instagram account. So here they are. She's wearing a low chignon, it looks like. There's a few different photos here. She's wearing like a low chignon parted down the middle, and of course she has a beautiful, beautiful face. She's made an appearance already before on my channel in, I believe, Bob's Best Celebrity Bob's. I have that video, so if you want to check that out, feel free. I will link that up. So she always looks good with a center part. She's such a beautiful face. She could wear anything. I mean, like I said before, if you want to wear a center part, you have to have a pretty symmetrical face to make it work. It can really detract from certain people's, like, it doesn't suit everybody. That's what I'm trying to say, but it totally suits her. And he's got this really just like, I don't know, a dude haircut. Kind of high and tight. I think that's what guys call this, where it's kind of pretty short here. And it goes up quite high. Yeah, they're looking amazing. So I wish them all the happiness in the world. You know, Justin Bieber has not been known for making the best decisions, but I think that nobody can fault his choice of a bride. Everybody, including Shawn Mendes himself, has nothing but nice things to say about her. She just seems so genuine and kind, a really, really decent human being. I think they did a smart thing by having their civil ceremony and then waiting. And I understand that they waited because he had some mental health stuff that he had to deal with. You know, he released on Instagram, I believe it was, a whole sort of accounting of a lot of the bad behavior he's done in the past is because he's an addict. and he struggles with addiction issues. So I don't know. I wish them happiness. I think it was a good idea for them to wait a year before they had a big wedding. That was probably a good thing to do. And, you know, we'll see. The thing about celebrity weddings is, especially when they're young, like they're both, what is he, like 26 and she's like 22? Like that's so young to get married. But yeah, good for them. I wish them all the happiness in the world. But anyhow, as we know, Hailey here is an ex something of Shawn Mendes, and it's funny because I think the rest of the world would say that they're ex boyfriend and girlfriend, but they themselves never really wanted to put a label on it. You know, Shawn Mendes did that Rolling Stone article where he said that he didn't want to really put a label on it because he felt like they were kind of in limbo, and that makes sense. I think what had happened was Hailey had broken up with Justin Bieber for a while, and then she sort of took up with Shawn, and they were spotted together. I mean, it's not like they were only at the Met Gala, so that was like our most famous visualization. I think if we think of them as a couple, they went to the Met Gala as friends, please, together, and so they looked so beautiful together then, and so everyone was like, are they an item? And it's like, no, they're just friends. But they're also spotted in Toronto kissing and stuff like that, I think around the Christmas holidays, and then, or maybe the Christmas holidays happened and then they were spotted at the Met Gala. Yeah, I think that's how it went down. But then very shortly after the Met Gala, she took up with Justin Bieber, and then very shortly after that, she was engaged and then married. It all happened really, really quick, and I'm sure Shawn Mendes, like, he wishes the best for her. He congratulated her on her Instagram account. But like, that must make your head spin, right? Like, we've all been there, and we've all had sort of ex relationships, and you can be totally over it. You can even be married yourself and be totally happy, but it's kind of a weird headspace to be in, right? When someone gets engaged and married that you are, you know, close with, intimate with, whatever you want to call it. Someone maybe that you saw yourself having a future with, when they go off and they have a future with somebody else. It's just a weird headspace. But anyhow, it doesn't really matter because Shawn has Camila now, which is super amazing for all of us because we get to like use our binoculars to like check out their relationship. And so what do we know? We know that they're not together right now because he's off in Asia and she is in the US promoting her stuff, and he is on tour, and some funny Instagram photos have been coming out. So I just wanted to drop in really quickly on those because they're hilarious. There's this picture of him, and I don't even have to pull it up because I just looked at it a second ago, but I will add it for you guys because I'm sure you've seen it, and if you haven't, I'm about to give you a feast for your eyes. There's Shawn, he's in Korea, and they made this cute doll of him, and he's like, hey guys, this doll's kind of weird. I don't think it's weird. I think it's the cutest doll ever. I think he should sell these, and he would probably make a good amount of money. He should sell them in his fountain. What do you guys think? Should he sell this? Should he get the rights to this doll and just sell it? It is so adorable. Look at his big eyes. They give it tattoos that look just like his. It's super cute. I personally think it's really adorable, and he should sell them. And you know, if he doesn't want to make money off of it per se, he can do it for his foundation. Like, this is Shawn. This is a business opportunity. You should take it, okay? So that was really cute. And then there's a picture of him with the Korean girl group Blackpink. And I didn't know who it was at first because I'm not, like, I heard of the name Blackpink, but I could not recognize them to save my life. But I'm like, who is he with these, like, so cool looking, these can't be fans because they look so cool. Look at the girl in the front who's like she's got like her hip jutted out. She's like a badass. Like, look at her expression. It cracks me up. So that also happened on his Instagram account. Like, I want to be her when I grow up, basically. She looks like a badass. So that happened on his account. And then we know that there is a bit of a fan accounting. Like, someone took a quick little video of him saying, like, you have to wait for love and stuff like that. So people have been going crazy over that statement. So Shawn made the mistake. Not really a mistake, but he said that you've got to wait for love. And he, you know, if he told you the story of how long he waited for Camila, he doesn't go into like how long he did actually wait for her, but the rest of us can piece it together, right? He's been waiting for her for a long, long time. Cool. For her part, I think she's been in an interview saying that, and I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong because I always hear from you and I love hearing from you. So please give me all the corrections, give me all your essays, your TED Talks, just write them all in the comments. I love them all. I respond to them all. Living for it. She has said that, you know, if it was her last day on earth, she'd want to be with her family and kiss the boy that she loves. I think I'm paraphrasing it pretty well. So that was really cute. So I feel like they're missing each other, and I feel like we're going to see them hook up. That sounds so raw. we're gonna see them pop up together, let's put it that way, somewhere in Asia. Are you guys getting that vibe too? Like she might fly out to Japan. It'll just be like Lost in Japan video, right? Like I think that's what we're all hoping for. They actually do pop up somewhere in Asia together. That would be so cute. So maybe we'll see them pop up there together. If we do, you know who's gonna be on the case, yours truly. But now I just wanna pivot a little bit and talk a bit about something that's been on my mind a little bit as I've been looking at Justin Bieber, thinking about Justin Bieber a bit, and thinking about Shawn Mendes and sort of their different approaches, you know, definitely the different approaches. Like Justin Bieber married Hailey right away, and I'm not sure what happened with Hailey and Shawn, how that fizzled out exactly, but we know that they have very different temperaments. And I thought that, and I'm not at all trying to compare them, they have some similarities. They're from almost the same place in the world geographically. You know, Shawn is from Pickering and Justin Bieber's from Stratford, and those are both places in Ontario. So they're from the same province, same country. They're kind of around the same age. Justin Bieber's a bit older. They both kind of had quite a bit of success, you know. I'd say Justin was a little younger than Shawn was when he broke out as a huge star. But they're totally different guys, and so their music is quite different as well. So they have a lot of breathiness in their singing voice. So sometimes their voices they don't sound identical or anything like that, but there is a sort of a pop sound that they both kind of have a little bit. You know, I'm sure that's up for debate among like vocal scholars out there. But if you watch the YouTuber Tristan Paredes, he talks about, and if you haven't, you should, because I love hearing him describe how people sing, and he does Shawn Mendes quite a bit. He's done the Señorita video reaction. His stuff's really good. It really gives you some insight into how they're reaching those notes and, you know, what it takes to be a musician and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I've gotten so off tangent as I always do. I just wanted to talk a bit about their different personalities. I would say, you know, don't come at me, Justin Bieber fans, but Justin seems to he doesn't always make the best decisions. I would say he's not the greatest decision maker. Maybe some of that has been fueled by addiction in the past, and so, you know, you can't knock him for that. People make mistakes. He's still very young. People that age make mistakes, but he's 26, so he's an adult now. I don't feel like I'm picking on a kid or anything like that. But then again, you know, I say that on one hand. On the other hand, I read that he bought some like breed of cat that are like they're like half domesticated, they're almost like half exotic cats. I think they got themselves as a mutual wedding gift, or he bought for Hailey as a wedding gift. And like, is that a good idea? Seriously, you can't buy like a normal cat or a rescue cat. Like there's so many cats in need. Fine, but then why buy like an exotic breed? Those are notoriously difficult to take care of. They're part wild animals, and it's just not fair unless you have tons of time, space, and attention, and that's the most important thing. Like, do you have the time and the attention to give these animals? I don't know. I just know that Justin Bieber does not have the best track record with animals in the past. He doesn't always make the best decisions in many ways. I'm hoping that Hailey is a great influence on him, but on the other hand, it's not her job to be a good influence on him, you know? That's not fair on her either, so don't know. What do we know about Shawn? We know that he's an anxiety sufferer, and he says this very openly. And I think that there's some good news to be had here, although it's kind of sad, and listening to songs like In My Blood make you feel for him. Like, that must feel terrible. Who wants to feel like that in life? Nobody wants to feel like that in life. But the upside of being an anxiety sufferer, and I would count myself as someone who has bouts of anxiety, nothing crippling, but definitely I am someone who has to think a lot before I make a decision because I'm anxious about the outcomes. But the upside of that, and the upside I think probably of Shawn's personality, is that when you have that anxiety, I mean, when it's too much, of course, it's terrible and it's crippling. When you have some, it helps you make good decisions. So I think that has helped him have a really good level head on his shoulders and make good decisions. It has to do with his personality as well. And, you know, that anxiety can be put to good use. And anyone you hear talk about anxiety, like at a professional level, of course, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, but you do hear that some anxiety is good. It helps you make good decisions. It helps you function well. And it helps protect you, right? And it helps you perform really well too, which comes in handy when you're a performer, which obviously Shawn Mendes is. But of course, when it's too much, it's crippling. So that's not great either. But I'm just saying, you know, I feel like Shawn Mendes makes really good decisions. And so that's probably helped him a lot in his career, helps him in his love life up to this date and going forward. And I think it will continue to help him as well. you know, as painful as I'm sure it is sometimes for him, many times for him, I'm sure that it gives him a boost in life as well. So yeah, that's all I kind of wanted to say, people. I wish I had more pure, straight up shawmila, like smoochy stuff to talk about, but they're apart, like geographically apart right now, until otherwise proven, which will probably, I feel like something will surface as soon as I publish this video. If it does, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and watched it all the way to this point, thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up to let me know that you like it. That way I know to make more of this content. And remember to subscribe. I will keep talking about shawmila for, it seems like I've been doing it for a while now, but I will continue on so long as they are giving us something to talk about. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye.